Never seen this place in the daytime. It looks pretty cool. It looks really good. This golden sword and the golden castle. We are continuing the end game content. The Shadow Wars. We need to do the sieges. I don't know if my army's... No, we need to get some more army guys here. This guy's good. This guy is okay. That guy's okay. Yeah, we need to... None of these guys are really high enough level. He's dead. He's had a bad day. He's dead. He's having a spready. A spready. Ooh. We're at 161. What do we need for this place? Want to go for the hoop? Go for the hoop. Yeah. Got to make your own fun sometimes. Right. CG. We might play some more Quake as well later today. So I enjoyed playing it last night. The madness. 446. That's going to be difficult. Right. Must unlock the ground drain skill to begin this quest. Might be worth doing an online conquest. We need to... I mean, the best way to get higher level dudes is to do the DLC stuff, which feels a little bit cheaty. Because this wouldn't be here if I didn't have the DLC. And a good way to do that is this. Because like 5 of them turn up, whereas these ones only 1 or 2 turn up. Let's go do one of these. Welcome to my TED Talk.
Who will rise to take my place?
Another protagonist. Probably. Aragon. Legolas. Gimli. The hobbits, the hobbits, the hobbits.
In that sword.
Got a clue. The slippery. 46. Okay, let's go to him then. Ow.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
There he is. Need some intel. Right. Oh, bollocks.
Nothing can keep us apart.
Hey! You cheated death.
Not even death.
Thank you. We had a good bit of fortune there. How did I like the Ghost of Tsushima DLC? I didn't. You think it's worth getting? Did you really like Ghost of Tsushima? Did you like the open world stuff? Yes. There's a lot of content for like £16. There's like 10 hours of content. That's a good deal. That's a good value. Me, however, I didn't. It's just kind of full of... The story is short. The story's like less than 3 hours. And it starts to get good and then it ends. Like the last 2 missions are really good. The music's awesome and the battles are cool. But then it just ends. And then it's just open world busy work stuff. I don't recommend upgrading to the PS5 version. There's no point. It's not worth it unless you want the Japanese lip syncing for an extra £9. It's just not worth it.
What was that noise? You'll never get away. I've got it here.
I planned it, yeah, as well. I haven't platinumed the DLC. I'm not really bothered. I've done everything, like, on the map. There's a few hidden things to do. I haven't gone and done those, but there's a few hidden things to do. I did it all in a day. There's one new armor set, which I thought there was going to be more than that. There's just nothing really new. There's nothing new to really keep you playing. There's no new progression really. He's moved fucking miles away. What the shit? You know, I'm in the minority. People love it, but like, I just find it a slightly better than average kind of game.
Wait, I smell something.
I find the actual quest design quite antiquated and. And the combat, they've had a new lock-on system, and I still find trying to actually hit my target a faff.
My work is never done.
Never done.
My work? I mean killing man flesh like you.
What's the difference between the PS5 version? It runs at a slightly higher resolution. And you've got lip syncing for Japanese voice acting. That's about it.
I think so, Ranger.
Adapted? Oh, shit. Execution counter. Damn. Got that. There you go. Oh, bollocks. Is he a legendary? Okay, we'll kill him then.
I got it!
You're a oh, bollocks. You're an annoying little shitbag up there.
Thought you had me, didn't
Oh
you?
dear. You're not a bloody death-defying guy as well, are you? Oh, fuck. Jeez. Oh, he's escaped. What the? I've never seen that before. That's different. Oh, that guy's a dick. He fucking escaped. Unbelievable. Well, screw you then. Like that Ghost of Tsushima adds a new map, but there's like 80% of the map you wouldn't know you were on a different island. Like when you first arrived there, you're like, yes, it looks really cool, different environmental, you know, stuff. But then it's like, once you get into it, it's like you can't tell it apart from the other islands.
Somebody's sneaking around. You and every last orc
Got too high level.
will suffer the slow,
Suffer like
agonizer death of all traitors. Eat shrach and die, you shrach-eating shrach!
Shrach eating shrach. Right.
You cannot resist.
This guy on the map now. Oh, you see me. Oh dear. Enraged by betrayal. God. Oh no, they're gonna just wreck him before I can even dominate him. Oh dear.
You think Sauron defeated? Sauron never defeated.
I'm going to carve you into bits and make myself a stew.
Oh, it's him again.
So much pain on your last day of life.
So many legendaries.
That's enough threats.
Loaded.
Let's make good on them.
If it's just the same type of content, yeah, there's no real like new mechanics. There's a couple of new side activities, but 3 of them are just reskinned. Literally.
Fight me blade to blade. Push him. Didn't I just warn you?
Guess we'll have to kill this guy. Good shot. It might have been better if, like, I hadn't have already finished the game. You can't start the DLC until you get to Act 2. So it kind of feels like you're supposed to maybe play it then. Like, once you've already done everything, you're like, well, I've already maxed out my character. There's nothing new to get, really. You don't feel like you're progressing your character in the DLC.
You will serve.
I await your command, your command.
Get out of here.
Got it, boss. Give up, worm.
I will give your corpse to my master. Time to turn
Like, it's very good value for money, the DLC. I don't feel like I wasted my money. Oh dear. Him again. Just very meh content. Ooh. Do we like the foxhole things? There's no foxhole things in the DLC. They added a new flute hero. You know Guitar Hero? They added a flute like version of it. Oh my god, my game just crashed. Oh no. That's the first time my game has just crashed. Wow. Like, how dare you shit on Ghost of Tsushima, will kill you. Yeah, you've got to like it comes at you like kind of like Guitar Hero, and you've got to keep the marker inside of the lines to keep the pitch how it should be of the flute. And, you know, and that's cool the first time, but after you've done it 9 times and there's no difference between all of them, it's like they don't get any more difficult or any more challenging. It's like, what's the point?
We are coming. We are coming for you.
Is Dragon Force through the fire and the flames on Flute Hero? Did I still... I wonder if it completed it. Yeah, it completed it. I wonder if... Like, it crashed, but then it probably saved my stuff. Flute Hero. What did I get that was new? Maybe that. Well, that's kind of screwed me a bit. I needed the people. Who's the guy I got? This guy? Yes. Whoa. Go get this guy. Where is he? Oop. Aha. There it is. Darkest sword. Darkest dungeon. Oh, the game just crashed again. Wow. That's not good. What's causing it to crash? Let's close the Xbox thing. Had no problems with crashing before. Might have to like verify the files if it does it again.
We are coming.
We are coming.
We are coming for you.
Right. Try again. It's like it's something to do with this area or something. Just kills it.
I can smell you, you rotting dog.
You rotting dog. Wait. Oh, oops. Sorry.
After him.
You couldn't play because the game has only just started crashing, Mr. Evil. Yeah, I'm not sure what's causing that. He's running away. What a dick. Beast fodder. Ooh. Boosh.
There will be no retreat for you this time, coward Tark.
I like your feathers. Wait, I thought he was beast fodder, and yet he's beast proof. Doesn't make much sense, does it? Immune to execution, well, that's a dick. Put me down. Yay!
Command me, Bright Lord.
Command me, Bright Lord. It's annoying that you can't make them a war chief as soon as you recruit them.
On my way, sir.
On my way, sir. He's got the feathers. He should be the overlord. Where was he? Him. Command. I can make him guard the overlord. If I was to like, I'll put you back here. Oh, reposition. There you go. You've been demoted. Maku. Well, he's resistant to bloody everything. That's good.
If I fall, who will rise to take my place?
I fall, who will be left?
I'm going!
Yeah. I don't have the poison thing, do I? Where is it? Do I? I've got the freezy one, but not the poison one. Let's hope there's some grog nearby. Got any grog? Ooh.
I'm ready. These ghouls are gonna drown in the blood of their matron.
I'm enraged by them. Poison that.
He's not that tough.
He's not that tough.
Same voice. They came from nowhere.
Very nice, you got one. Well done, you got one. Good work. No. Well then. Caragor can't be arrow proof? No.
Won't escape this time, coward.
I didn't run away. My game crashed. How am I going to deal with this guy? Just such little damage. Do I have anything that's got poison? Did I pick up something? Sword of Beasts, Darkest. Increases poison damage to all enemies. Critical hits, yeah, okay, good. Try this. Gotta hit him first. There he is, he's poisoned. Have I seen the game stray? Yes. I'm definitely looking forward to that. It doesn't come out until next year now, though. Fucking damage. Run away! Go for them! Leave my spiders alone. Oh, jeez.
You think I'm new? Here comes the export. That won't work anymore. Come near me, you get burned. Mordor falls! You're dead!
He's adapted to that now. Now I'm royally fucked.
Time to turn the world upside down. Filthy man.
There we go. That was an ordeal.
I dominate you.
And all I could do is bloody shame him.
You're too weak to call yourself an orc.
I'm gonna have to go and get him again. Let's hope he's somewhere near some poison grog. That'd be nice.
Get him away from me!
Stuck. He's on another ghoul hunt. Oh god, I can't let him kill it again because then it'll ding again. We've got to just kill him. He'll be copying a lot of my moves.
And get rid of all these ghouls, especially the matron. Hey!
Hey, oh, ambushed.
I hated you for a long time, Marku. I'm gonna savor every moment of this. Try to put up a fight, would ya?
Oh dear.
Oh, bless him.
Thanks for the follow, Mr. Evil. Only there's poison grog there. If only if he went over there. Oh, hang on. Yes. Whee!
You will not see me again. I will cut you down and drag your battered corpse to the gates of Minas Tirith. Then all the people of Gondor will know shame.
How'd you get your hair like that?
Manfilth!
Manfilth. Oh, hello.
Do you feel that? It's hate. Pure, hot, angry hate. And it's all for you. It burns off him, and he's gonna use it to turn you into paste.
Wow. Oh. Oh no!
His first task.
Oh
Guard you
god.
against me.
Well, this has turned into a clusterfuck and a half, hasn't it? I should run. I'm not running. I never run. I never retreat.
On your knees. I am your master now.
I will be your chosen. I have your back.
No surrender.
Step up, blood.
Go. Got him.
You fight for me.
It's 3 against 2 now.
Your will be done. To battle for the Bright Lord.
Been raised by ghouls.
Submit.
If you betray me again,
You will
always give a
follow my
second
side.
chance. Or not. Or not. I tried to give a second chance.
You are mine.
Don't take him. He's a legendary, so I should just kill him. For he's legendary. Let them kill him. Yeah. Woo. They just get 51. Why not? Right then. It all worked out in the end. Now we can put all these guys up here. There's only one guy. Oh no. I've got a couple of boxes to open. I usually don't run away, which is usually causes my downfall. I usually die, but I go out fighting. We can go up there. Do that. Put him there. 3, 6, 7. Fire mines. Why not? That guy's a low level. We need to get rid of him. With who, though? With whom? This guy. Sorry, bud. Spike balls works really well, I've found. They just get stuck outside. They're like, I don't know what to do. Any advice for a beginner? Well, I don't think I'm very good anyway. I've been dying quite a lot. the Shadow Dominate is very useful for... Because it can be very hard to dominate someone in the middle of battle. You just get someone who goes bonk and interrupts you. The Shadow Dominate is very useful. I don't know, when do you get that? Let's have a look. Character, Shadow Dominate, where is it? You don't get that until you've done something specifically. Like a quest, like a quest chain. That's very useful. You can just immediately dominate someone without having to faff around with holding it. I've got an armor on. I like to wear armor that kills me if I'm on fire, because I usually create explosions and then I can just heal myself from the fire inside of it while everyone's getting hurt by it. I don't know, do I have a piece of armor on that does that currently? Not currently. But, like, recover 8 health per second while on fire. I found that very useful. You have to try and just find it. Try and get it. That's nice as well, because you can... just gives you more chances. Sometimes you just get screwed with someone who's... will just one-shot you anyway, and that won't matter. That's very useful. You don't get interrupted, but I don't really need that anymore because I've got this. A well-timed counter just kills them instantly, so that gets rid of them very quickly. You just let them come to you and kill them instantly. I guess it just depends what loot you find can definitely determine what build you have. "23 is not really that much of a beginner. I beat the game at level 40, I think. Just under 40. Right. Make sure to forge rings. I didn't do this until like right at the end of the game. I didn't even know you could do it, but you can. You probably know it, but you can forge rings into better rings if you've got 3 of them. So this one, these are very useful to put on the rings or on the runes because you automatically gain a load of levels on the guys when you take them, so you don't have to worry about leveling them up as much. Like I've got on the ring, I've got automatically gains 5 levels when recruited, the captains, so that's good. It just gives them a nice head start, but that will take a while to get that rune. Well, it depends. You can farm the runes, the gems. I haven't really been farming them, but now that I know that you can forge them into better gems, I've been picking them up. Drop. Thank you. Right. I wonder if we've got enough to do the siege or not. The sieges you've got to prepare for them. If you're not... like, I'm in the end game now, so... the levels are very high on the attacker's side. Very expensive metal rings. Very expensive. You need quite a bit of money when you get to the end game. You should be fine, I think, to do it. I reckon it'll be okay. I have lost the fort and I had to recapture it because I died. That's one thing I don't like. If you die, immediately it's over. They don't have to like go and kill your overlord. I wish you could like see it play out, and if your guys are able to defend without you there, then it should count as a defense, in my opinion. I don't have a bodyguard now, actually. I need a bodyguard. Need a bodyguard. This guy. Roar. Bit low level, but he'll be fine. He's just there to take the aggro off me. The only problem with having spiked walls is that you can't then climb your own walls. 446, very high level. 56, 51. Let's see how it goes.
With each year, the shadow takes its toll. But you remain, and so does hope for Middle-earth.
He hasn't got that many dudes
to
there.
splatter the walls of this fortress with the blood of all your followers.
It's weird, they come in waves, but when you attack, you go just in one single wave. Need to go back to my Drake. I like to get the Drake out and just kill all the little guys first with fire. Where's the Drake? Where is he? There he is. You don't get this until level 40, the Drake. But it dies pretty fast. Oh, I just use it as a way to try and get rid of some of the grunts. I just take them and make them fight for me, so I've got more dudes on my side for the fight.
You will serve.
I am your chosen.
I am your chosen. They don't fight for me.
Cut them down.
Oof. Screw you, I'll go for this guy then. Retreating? You can't retreat. You're the first line of defense. Or attack.
At my side you will fight.
My mind is not
Oh
so
dear.
delicate.
Well then. I'll kill you then. I'll just let them kill you. I think you're just gonna die. Shot. Not even a headshot. Just shot.
I dominate you. You will join me.
Thank you, master.
I've had it so they don't... But those spiked walls are so good because they just all bunch up at the door. And they don't even, like, get into the fortress.
You're all getting in my way.
Oh, bloody hell, what was that? Sorry. Whatever you want, whatever you like. Whatever you say, you pay your money, you take your choice.
I want everyone
drowned.
to hear the sizzle of man flesh.
Tuka.
When we reach Gondor, we'll hear that sound a lot.
We're going to crush every bone in your body.
Oh no, my guy. You're okay. I knew you were too low level.
Get her scar. Get her scar. Hey there. Oh, typical.
Also, there's like a weird bug if you're attacking. If you're attacking a fortress and your guys are climbing up the walls, if the wall breaks, they die instantly. It's like a weird bug. You've got to watch out for that. I mean, they don't die, they go into the bleeding stage. He's running away. Fine. Let him run away.
Swear loyalty, Orc.
Okay.
I serve you, bright lord. I will defend you.
Uh-oh, they got in. You're not allowed in here. This is my fortress. This is where it gets a bit messy.
How this beautiful weapon burns. It took a lot of effort to get it to do that. So the least you can do is let me kill you with it.
Somebody's broken.
That's how you do it. Rally at the gatehouse.
You are mine. You serve me now.
Yes, master!
Yes, master.
I fight for you!
You now serve me.
I shall be your chosen. No one will touch you.
Oh god. It gets so... It's such a clusterfuck. I don't know who's who. Look at all the numbers. So many numbers. Oh, they got one.
I'm at the gatehouse!
You doing a spin?
Fall to your knees. I am your master.
I reject your
Oh.
magic.
They're at the gatehouse!
There is nothing you have that I cannot take.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I'm going to put your insides on your outsides! Take him now!
just came out then. Like his teeth. Big teeth.
Submit. Fight for me.
I will serve the Bright Lord.
It's a good way of getting high level dudes.
You will not fall.
I might go for this guy out here. Let them try and do their thing here. See, this guy, he can't climb it, so he's just trying to destroy it. So he's like, I can't destroy it. He doesn't realise the door's open.
Beautiful fort to die in, I think.
Beautiful door. Okay, my guys. Oh god. No, get off. My guy's bleeding. A couple of my guys are bleeding.
They're at the gatehouse!
I'll get it back to them, master.
Right. Yeah, it's just this guy now. I think he's up to me. They're not going to come outside. We're not coming out there. We don't like it out there. It's safe in here. I could bring him inside. Or riding him. I've got a present for you. All these guys. Oh no! I lost one of my guys.
Beaten.
Sometimes they won't bleed out. Sometimes they'll just die before they go into the bleeding phase. You'll just lose one. But I got one back. Got so many back. Done it, I think. Everyone's on so low health. I don't think I've ever had them capture 1 point yet.
I grow weak, but I must hold on. No one else remains.
Well then. That siege is done. Must unlock the ground drain skill to begin this quest. Ground drain. Drain, 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 drain. Consume, treasure hunter. Which one's the drain? Drain, there we go. Right, lords. Draining. Ground drain. Well, where's the ground drain then? Where could you be? Look at all of the stuff that I don't have. Spirit drain. Spirit drain there. Get that. There it is. Took a while to find. Whee! Yeah, I definitely find attacking harder than defending. Leave the door open for me. Draw out the iron mounts by freeing Caragors, then dominating.
One of my ancient war chiefs, the Iron Mount, understood Caragors on an instinctive level. In truth, he was more bestial even than the other Urus. And every beast can do work, if given the right harness.
You saw nothing. You didn't see anything now, you head off. Who let that Caragors out? Oof. Who let the Caragors out? Oof. 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 Also, the air, slow motion in air skill. This is surprisingly useful. I didn't think it'd be very good, but I find it very useful.
Those were Mordor's finest Caragors, bred and trained for hunting.
You can kind of use it to just survey the area in slow motion.
Will surely be their next meal.
Ground dominate. Iron Mount, which is.
Hey!
Oh, hello.
I've taught my Caragors much, but I've also learned from them. Learned that the only way to slake my bloodlust is to tear flesh from bone.
Hey, I need a Caragor. There's one. With a bonus objective. Yum, 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 yum. Right. Your turn. Got bodyguards. Oh dear.
Your screams will bring such pleasure.
Such pleasure.
To me, at least. Not so sure about
You. She got fire breath. Is he doing that thing that circus people do?
This one here, he don't show mercy. He don't show restraint. What he is gonna show you is what pain really is.
Oh. Okay, no, it's just frost breath. Oh god. Oh dear. Run away. No, I could do with some more arrows. I just remembered, I just need to get some arrows. Ground dominate. I need to actually look at it again to see how you do that. Knock down. Okay, got to knock him down. Or try to knock him down. That was my Caragor. Get down on the floor, down on the floor. Yes.
You will serve. I'll be your chosen.
That was a ground dominate, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. Sweet. Bright Lord's Rune. You have successfully completed all Shadows of the Past. As a reward, you've been granted the Bright Lord's Rune. Ooh. Which is... not that great. But I'll put it on. We should get this poison, just in case we need it. Poison dudes. Right then. What's next on the agenda? Got some fortresses I need to do in here. I haven't done those yet. Really? I haven't done them all though. It's kind of weird. Maybe they added some with DLC. Maybe those are DLC ones. And I need to get the last of the artifacts. There's none here to get. None here to get. Is there any in here? They might all be in that last place. They might all be here. Is this the last siege? It can't be. There they are. They're all here. So many artifacts. Just lying about. Okay. Let's go pick up the artifacts first, because if I do that, I get a skill that makes it so they drop better gems. And I would like to get the highest tier of gems.
I grow weak, but I must hold on. No one else remains.
Remember Lord of the Rings War in the North? I love that game. I beat it 3 times. I've got it on Xbox. I had to get my 360 out last year to play it because it's not on... You can't play it on the Xbox One. It's not on the backwards compatibility list. And you can't buy it on PC anymore. On Steam at least. Yeah. I really like that game. Do the fortress while we're here. Is this the fortress? Yes. Need some intel on you.
The alarm is little more than a call for...
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
And a cry
probably been like the best licensed kind of games almost. Aside from like Batman, I guess. Like, because the PS2 ones were great. Like, you know, the Two Towers and Return of the King were great. You had that Final Fantasy one called The Third Age, like the Final Fantasy style one. Conquest wasn't great. Lord of the Rings Conquest wasn't very good. The Battle for Middle-earth games were great. I love those. Where do you think you're going? Fuck! Drop! Oh. They even made like a MOBA, which I don't think was bad. It's just that it didn't really take off. Wonder why they didn't make it backwards compatible? I think it's got something to do with the licensing, because it's EA, I think. I think I've got my copy somewhere. Somewhere over there. I can try and get to it. Still WB Games, so I'm not sure why. Yeah, the WB Games published this as well, so I'm not sure why. I thought it was EA, and that's why the license had ended or something, but no, I'm confused. Weird, very weird. Bagger. The only thing I didn't like about it was I didn't like playing as the mage. I hated playing as the mage when I played through the game as her. Terrified of stealth, vulnerable to stealth, fear of flies. Spiders. He's only one man. Oh bollocks, he's on.
Here's the thing. We're meant to go head to head here.
The Gollum game looks promising. The Gollum, yeah, but it's been in development for a very long
if it's just
time.
me tears you apart. I appreciate your cooperation.
They announced it far too early, I would say. It's more of an adventure game. You know, there's no combat in it. Platforming, narrative, stealthy thing. Ow. Retreat! I need everyone I can get around here. it's underground. Yeah, they're definitely a smaller. They made more like point and click kind of stuff. How do I get in there? Kill that traitor. A feather?
Men and orcs have clashed for centuries. In living memory, the greatest battle between them took place near Long Lake, where men, aided by elves and dwarves, battled the orcs and goblins of Moria. The free folk won the day, and some accounts claim that eagles of the Misty Mountains swooped down onto the battlefield, casting the orcs down from the cliffs and mountains where they stood. Seems a fanciful tale. I saw no eagles overhead when Minas Ithil fell, though we did have Talion and his strange powers. We would have welcomed aid from anywhere, even the skies.
The Misty Mountains. I'd like if they did like a Hobbit game. They did one back in like 2003 on like the PS2 and Xbox and all that, and I played it. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. We'll go there. I want to play as a dwarf. A bit of a climb to get up there.
You taking a break then? No idea. Gotta keep the legs limber and
I mean, Lord of the Rings is a perfect franchise for games. I mean, you can do so much with it. You can do anything really. I don't think you could make a racing game out of it though. I think that would be a bit hard. Caragor races.
This artifact was a gift from Gondor's other frontier, the long beaches of Unfalis along Gondor's distant shores. Their lord Galazgil sent us this ceremonial bowl with water from the river
It's a bowl!
And we kept the bowl long after the water had evaporated. I've often daydreamed of visiting Unfalis. I think I'd like it better than the capital city of Minas Tirith. There is too much of the frontier within me to be happy living in settled lands.
How did it get in here? There's one there.
The flaming eye.
The flaming eye. That flaming eye is pissing me off. It's so bright. It blinds you in the day.
I only know that it is my nemesis.
Did you hear that? Lord, you cannot stand.
The taker of heads.
Must be a secret. The miserable criminals deserve to
Oh God. Hello. Swordsmith. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Ah. Ooh.
The elves peoples of the distant north have long been named among Gondor's allies, though I've never seen one in person. This cloak is as light as the morning fog on the shoulders. I tried it on once, and its colors seem to shift and blend as the light changes. How meager the product of our looms is when compared to elven handiwork.
It's an invisible elf. Oh, jeez. He's come back. Really? Now it's fine. Terrified of burning.
See how quickly and quietly you can find yourself all alone.
Good stealth. He's been resurrected. Cougar, cougar, you're a cougar. Cougar, cougar, you're a cougar. Wow. Instant taking down of.
You serve me. I am with you. With you.
Oh god, how do I get in here? There? There, I think. Yeah. Big opening in here. Did you hear that?
Minas Ithil is on Gondor's frontier, so we have few occasions for the grand balls and masquerades that are surely common events in the capital city. Fine dresses like this one are worn for ceremony, funerals and weddings mostly, not for lordly entertainment. I wonder if the noble families of Minas Tirith spared a thought for us, holding all of Mordor at bay while they danced.
Oh, ow. Not very nice. It belongs in, he's like, it belongs in the museum. Don't take it. How did he do that?
The orcs are nigh Mordor, nor the First. Easterlings and Haradrim have settled here from time to time, often at the Dark Lord's invitation.
Not gonna make much noise with that.
They are scarce today, but one can still find their strange artistic carvings scattered in places from Nirn to the city of the Corsairs.
How many have I got left of these to get? There's a couple I'm missing over there. There's 4 left to get. Okay, it's not too bad.
Got to die.
What?
To most Gondorians, this midnight urn is a simple pot of clay. But to the denizens of Minas Ithil, it represented shared sacrifice that only those who live on the frontier understand. For centuries, the name of every able-bodied resident of Minas Ithil was placed in the midnight urn, and at sunset a name was drawn. That person would have to patrol the city's walls until sunrise. The task was ceremonial once we had a professional army, but that made it no less important. From our earliest days, it was always a neighbor watching from the walls. I was 10 the first time they drew my name, and I've never been prouder, though I could barely see over the parapet.
One more in this place, which is up there. Okay. Do that first. I'm right behind you. Well, I'm much higher level. I'm like double his level,
And now
so
the hunt shall end.
maybe he'll run away in terror when he sees me. How does he know my level? I don't know.
He's there! Kill him! Up above!
Seems to be the only move that actually always takes their head off.
You took his head off!
He took his head off.
He appeared out of nowhere!
He broke his head in twain. Poison. Gund. He's a legendary.
So the prey thinks you can turn the tables on my hunters, eh? I'll show how the intruder who the real predator is.
He's got to run, surely. Ow.
You maggot! He's ripe for the taking, lads. Don't hold back.
Maybe if he sees higher leveled orcs, maybe. Not sure.
He can't fool me.
Congratulations, Ranger. You've survived
Oh, no.
my warm-ups.
Unbelievable. Take that then. Sweet. Right. Time to get the last artifact. And then we'll see how we're going to do the siege. I don't think we got high enough level guys. So low level. Do some fight pits again. It'd be a disaster. Dun 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 dun. Mortal Kombat. How do I get in here? Just on the side of the mountain. On the misty mountains. Excuse me, pardon me. Why can't you just leave me alone for a change?
I never dared to break the seal on this scroll, though I often wanted to. I found it in a dust-covered box with a label marked Maps of Southron Trade Routes. Baranor is a Haradrim, so perhaps this scroll has a map of his homeland. Breaking the seal is strictly forbidden for those who aren't Lords of Gondor, and as much as I'm curious, I know my father would not approve.
Why is it here? Why is it all scattered around the place? Right. Let's have a look at the army. Siege upgrades. 207. .48. We got a 48 guy. That's okay. 46 guy. That's okay. .325. That's not going to be high enough. Have all there. Why can't you put the siege bit here?
Celebrim was lost for
Gotta run all the way over there.
his vision. And yet I miss it. No war should be fought alone.
Bright Lord, Dark Lord, makes no difference. 420, blaze it. Damn, why are they so high level? Well, I think it's time to do this thing again. There's a way of getting loads of high level dudes. And I should have a look at what I've got. 50. Swap. I need to change my skill back to the Shadow Dominate, otherwise it's going to be a pain. No, not that one. I've already got it on. I've already got it on. No. There's a ranger. Oh. Everybody's in town.
I can't stand your
60? Jesus.
Slice it off your
You're
head.
way too high level. 24? You're screwed, mate.
You miserable cur!
Well, that's 52. I can get that guy.
I dominate you.
They're running away. Why would they bring these guys in to fight if they're just going to run away? You again? It's you again.
You are beaten. You serve me now.
You work with me now.
To serve. No harm will come to you.
Put your faith in me now. Oh god, he just got wrecked. Yeah, I can see that. You're in big trouble. Oh! Uh-oh.
Fall to your knees. I am your master now. I will serve you.
They're gutless.
I'll guard you.
Uh-oh. Oh, this guy. Fuck me. Hello. No, I wanted him. You bastard. Oh, fuck.
When I take you apart, there'll be so
61.
much gore it'll make the eye of Sauron blink.
Just gonna have to kill him.
I want to play with your innards, and I always get what I want.
This is way too much talk.
Help. Help.
This at this man. I'll lose the living.
Oh, hang on. Arrows. Yes!
We will conquer Sauron! Sauron!
On your command, Bright Lord.
Right, Lord. Guy's one level higher. Uh-oh. They're wrecking him. Oh dear.
Bend your knee. You serve me.
I will be your chosen. Yes, yes, I have your back.
Yes, yes, yes. Arrow proof. They're retreating. Woo. Just kill him. Get off of there. Woohoo! You alright, bud? Stop climbing the bloody ladder. Oh! No more head for you.
You cut down my blood brother.
Oh, poop.
In his name, I will take your head as a trophy.
Been dazed, mate. Oh dear. You fool. Kill him. Kill him for me. Make them go up a level. Come on. Don't just look. Shoot. You silly sausage.
What did I do to you?
Didn't do anything. It's fine. Right. What did I get? Oops. Whoopsie. Could be something like level 55. Oh my god. I'm taking it. I'm having it. I'm having it. It's mine. Don't really have any set bonuses now though. Blood longbow. That's the problem. Handicapping ourselves about the set bonuses. I know I could start it and probably do it, but like these guys are just going to get one-shotted. The Overlord, they're probably not going to get to the Overlord, so we do still need more guys, really. Who are we going to get? More orcs here. It lets us see the DLC stuff as well, even though it feels like cheating. 61 again.
And we will slaughter you to the last.
We've still got to be able to do it.
It's pathetic the way you win, John. And I've got a surprise that'll shut you up for good.
61, 57, 51. There's somebody there I don't even know. Two people I don't even know. Oh, he's dead already. You think? We prefer a bow. I'm a bow kind of guy.
I like it! I will finish you off along with these insolent scum. None of you are fit to live.
Oh, bless him!
Thanks for the follow.
On your knees. You fight for me.
Yeah.
I be your chosen. For Blacklord.
Sorry. Oops. Oh, he's enraged by weakness. Oh my guy though.
You cannot resist. You will serve.
Crush, 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 crush. Nothing compares to a quiet evening alone. Oh no, leave my fellow alone. It's bleeding, okay, it's not so bad. Oh, the damage is ludicrous. He's still enraged. Oops. Whoopsie, was that me? He's about to die. Just a couple headshots. Shot. No, he's mine. Oh fuck, I can't. No, he's mine. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. No. Oh, don't kill him. No, don't kill him. No. Shit!
I went to a lot of trouble to get this weapon, so you'd better let me kill you with it.
Oh bollocks, I'm just trying to kill him. I don't have any arrows. Oh no.
You still like playing with the undead? I've been known to dabble in corpses a bit myself.
Guardian of Mordor. Forza. I beg your pardon. Are you trying to insinuate something there?
You are mine. Swear loyalty, Orc.
Yes, master! Master! I'll guard you.
Suffer like he did. Yo. Good. Who is that guy? Is that the guy just shamed? Yes. Go get him. Then we could do the siege. "43, the rat. Legendary. I don't think there's any sieges after this one. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Something's obviously going to happen because there are 10 stages to the Shadow Wars, and I'm on what? You know what? I'm on. Not even done stage 3 yet, so something's going to happen. But we're 75% done with the siege missions. This is DLC as well. I don't think that really counts. Blackguard sword. Don't already have a blackguard sword. Sounds pretty good to me. I'd like to live under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. We don't have all of this stuff, and I don't really want any of it. I don't really want any of it. Probably get that. It's not very useful when you're fighting you've got the big guy down on his own, then it's not going to be any use, is it really? Probably look up what other people have done with these prestige things. Let's get one in there. fucking miles away.
You grow weaker with each attack. You cannot keep us out forever.
Well, I can. I mean, the game came out 4 years ago, so some people have been doing this for 4 years. You're lying shit. A supply raid.
Nothing in Mordor matters more than this little treasure trove. You hear me? Nothing. Get over there, kill those globs, and take those supplies. Knowing my luck, they'll wise up soon and see us coming.
Ooga Kuga. Ooga Kuga. Don't you like him? So look. Mortal beast fodder, and he's going up against the guy who's on a beast. Not the smartest fella in the world, is he? To take him out before he does anything.
Why? What did you do to me? You shamed me. Made me a mockery. The others all make fun of me. I've got to kill you so they'll stop. I have to kill you.
We don't have to. He's mine to kill.
You boys better not.
He's dinged. He was going to ding anyway when I took him. Everyone's on fire! Everyone's on fire! Over here.
Not just him.
Stop calling in more guys.
Let's see if you fight better than you ride.
Ambush. Oh dear. Please don't kill him, you motherfucker. I wanted him. Shit. Well, that's not done. It's gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. Enraged by everything. What a dick. Flat. Please go away. Or don't. I'll take you. Oh. Oh my god, where's this guy come from now? Get off me! Got more characters. Gonna shame you now. Shame. 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 Ring the bells of shame.
Call to your need. You serve me now.
I am your chosen master.
Ring the bells of shame. Oh, we have to get him now. Okay, now. Where's he gone? Don't know. You're in my army now. Whoa, whoa, you're in my army. We got this guy. Move. Got this guy. Got a lot of Karagor riders. Very well. We just need a better overlord, really, and that's it. And it could be this guy. We're gonna try and get. Hang on. He's dead. Him. Rugged. Okay, miles away. Oh, one of my guys is taking on him, apparently. Interesting. We're not in it. Nah, where do you come from? Can't be teleported next to me. Right. Let's hope it goes well this time. He's terrified of stealth. That's my guy. I need to use curse on him. Oh, drop. Don't do that.
Help me find the talk.
It's annoying that you gotta wait for them. You can kill them on the ladder, but you can't do anything else.
Bend your knees.
Oh, really? Well then, I guess we'll have to change to a grog. A grog. A groggy grog. Yeah, okay, none of these are gonna work. Don't have cursed weapons yet. If only there was an elven light that could do curse. That'd make life easier. Guy's gonna get wrecked. But if he dies, it's not a big issue because he's got a legendary to drop.
Goods and I'll have their eyes for marbles.
Marbles.
Well, look there, a supply cache. Who's up for some forcible requisitioning?
Brutalize, kill. What, him? I don't want to kill him. Human.
So we have to defend ourselves against his talk as well? What next? What next?
This is next. Stuff I like, she did. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. He was gonna get absolutely wrecked by him. I don't know why he's going after him. That seems crazy to me.
I'm bleeding all over the place.
Can't do it, it's not working. No. Why is it not working? I think it's a bit bugged. He's dazed and I can't, it's not working. There we go. Bloody hell.
You cannot resist. Fight for me.
I serve the bright Lord.
That nearly went poorly, didn't it? Oh, I went up to 48 by doing that. Christ. That's pretty good. Take this guy. Oh, I thought he was a legendary. He's not. He's not. Take his place. Or not. Take his place. But you can't click on the one you want to be Overlord. You have to click on the Overlord, then the guy you want. Well, this should be good enough, I would say. $4.99. I'd say that's good enough. For the siege of a lifetime.
But I must hold on. No one else remains.
What else remains?
Me, Sean Bean.
The growing cheer I wear is sealed this ring, but my mission remains the same. Hold Mordor.
Hold Mordor for how long, though? Hold the door. Hold the Mordor. I wouldn't be out here. You're only level 25, you're gonna get wrecked.
I was once like all the others. Now.
The The forts of Mordor must be held if Middle-earth is to be protected.
You're telling me there's only 4 fortresses in all of Mordor?
This fort will be ours once more. Death to the man-filth!
Well, I need to get the Drake out. That's not a euphemism. No! Oh wow, they got in easily. I didn't think that would happen. That's a worry. And we're such a higher level than them as well. What's that? Obey me. Stand up and fight. You're in the army now. Whoa, whoa, you're in the army. Yeah, fuck. We could go tits up.
Let's finish this. Must have really hurt.
That did hurt. You dick. Yeah, those guys are doing good over there. Nice. Oh, my guys is bleeding. Bit worried about this fella. He's dead. But how are you going to do on your own? You're getting owned by him. He's dead. Bork is dead. Poisoned. Still at the door for some reason. The guy who's going to die is only level 24, so it might not be even worth saving him. Just get rid of him, almost. You are the one and only person who's died. Fireproof.
Property. But we'll soon have you
No
out.
squatters allowed. Why can't I? Oh no! I didn't want him anyway. I told you he's gonna get killed. Fine. Couldn't take him. Wouldn't let me. They're doing good jobs though. They're doing better than last time, like in actually killing the guys, I would say. I think that that 51 guy might. That guy. I'm a bit worried about this guy. Oh, 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 oh. They might take it. They You might just take it. Getting a bit hectic. Oh god, both those guys are bleeding. He might take it.
I'm dying here, master. Thanks. Now, where is he? The gatehouse is under attack. More fight now.
Oh no, I've run out of focus. No! No, they got one of my war chiefs.
Incoming fire. Seize me.
No! This is harder than I thought it would be because like we were such a high level than them. He's got him.
They're attacking the gatehouse.
I think we're gonna do it, but it's gonna be at the skin of our teeth, so to speak. Arrow proof. That's not good. There's nobody to drain.
They're using the siege bait. You're gonna burn so bright.
You're gonna burn.
You'll light up Mordor.
Exhaustion. That's it, really. He's adapted. Dazed and confused. We did it. They still haven't captured anything yet.
You will fight at my side.
But we lost the guy. We lost the guy. He's a legendary. Crikey.
For the bright lord, I fight.
We've done it.
Ow! With the fear of the
That was definitely a tough one. What's going on with that grog? Ah. Peace in death. Achievement unlocked. What was that achievement for? Complete the Shadow Wars. Oh, we've done it. Oh, I thought there were 10 stages to it. Oh. Oh.
Talion held back the forces of darkness for decades. But the Dark Lord's ring had a will of its own.
It is over. Together, we will turn towards Middle-earth.
Talion finally fell and joined the Nine.
No shit. Oh my god. He became a Nazgul proper. So what's going to happen in the next one, then, if they do a next one? Fucking Calibrimbor's fucked. Talion's fucked. Everyone's fucked.
In the years that followed, the One Ring was found. The newest of the Nazgul traveled with his brothers to the Shire in pursuit of the new Ring Bearer.
Mr. Frodo!
And then, after decades of war, darkness gave way to light. A new fellowship. And an unlikely hero.
They burned it. Okay, they're showing like the end of Lord of the Rings here.
Death came.
Huh.
Death
Maybe there
to
won't be
Sauron.
another one then.
Death to his dominion. And death to Talion.
Oh God.
Who walked out of darkness and found freedom.
Really? I guess the ring being destroyed and all that set him free from being a Nazgul. Shouldn't he be dead though? Because he's dead. Copyright. What's going to happen in the next one then?
Crushed, fallen, beauty burned, erased, but not forgotten.
Oh, so of course people died.
Your melodies,
Of course.
may your last breath
Well, you could. I guess you could still play as Talion, but like, it would be after Lord of the Rings. Like the end of Lord of the Rings. Is there anything actually after the end of Lord of the Rings in the Middle Earth universe? I'm not. I don't know the subject matter very well.
I will stand, let the waning light of man cast my shadow on the fires of war, till our time burns away, until our embers fade to gray. Cast my shadow on the fires of war.
Apparently, he was in the afterlife there. Apparently, just looking up. Not that you'd be able to tell. So, what's going to happen next then? How can it go on? How can they make another one?
Killing wheel, sun up, sundown, sun up, sundown again.
Maybe there won't be another one then.
One burning candle.
It was pretty final to me, that.
I carry in my teeth like an animal. Vengeance, my strength. In their blood, I will stand. Let the waning light of man cast my shadow on the fires of war. Till our time burns away, until our embers fade to gray. Cast my shadow on the fires of war.
Apparently, looking up stuff, apparently Celebrimbor was ejected from the eye when the tower collapsed, which we saw. So maybe play as the elf and Celebrimbor. El Teriel, maybe. Well then. What was that guy? They do for the... There was like loads of controversy over it. Definitely not a big fan of like hiding true endings behind tons of grinding. Like in Batman Arkham Knight they do that as well. But I've never seen the actual true ending because I refuse to do all the Riddler shit. It'll take forever. Imagine if like the movie, you had to like, to see the real ending, you must watch all the behind the scenes stuff. And all of the commentary. Or look at all the concept art. Cool. So now what?
I fight for my family. I fight.
The road goes ever on. You have completed the story of Middle-earth Shadow of War. Continue the battle by building the ultimate fortresses, increasing your rank in online conquests, and avenging your friends in online vendettas. You can also complete any unfinished quests, hunt captains, acquire new gear, and find any remaining collectibles. The story continues in the Blade of Galadriel and Desolation of Mordor. And we will do those after I've played Psychonauts 2.
Middle-earth.
So there you go.
I fight.
I didn't realise it would be done that quick. I thought there was more. Well, there's a siege again. I guess you can just... The siege is on forever. Huh. There's another siege. I thought there was more than that. I did think there was more than that. Oh, I'm not complaining. 92% overall completion. So yeah. The next time we'll play this game, I will do DLC, and then we could go over here and capture this as Talion. Yeah. That's it for Shadow of War until I've done Psychonauts 2.